because we got to advance. We got to advance. There's nothing in our lives ever happened by chance. We got to advance. We got to advance. We have got to advance. The grand, incredible Scott.
Every generation after every generation, all the world nation headed for annihilation. I say annihilation, but I mean disintegration. An absolute wipeout from the face of every nation. If you comprehend, you're allowed to ask the question: what could be the meaning of degeneration? Lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. A newly presentated rap for nuclear war. We have elevated far beyond the rapper's delight. So party people, close their eyes and use the mind for the sight. We must understand the basic complications of life before the atom is split and the world is destroyed. If you jam into the sound, this is what I employ. To live in understanding and the knowledge of joy. This is the rhyme for the time, elevated from the mind. If you comprehend, well, it's a definite sign that the positive and negative electrical force of the whole world today is on an advanced course. CNO with the S, H2OPO4 can all be destroyed by a nuclear war. So to the black, white, Rican, Indian, and Oriental, Muslims, Christians, Rastas, Jews, Gentiles, we got to advance. We have got to advance. When the situation changes, we don't stand a chance. Cause every generation after every generation, we got to find ourselves in some worldwide celebration. Not on registration or a cotton plantation, but different presentation, just like more communication. The kids in graduation with lesser aggravation will tell the other kids of this higher education. This higher education, which is really observation or more self-realization, which will lead to relaxation, not evacuation for fear of bomb mutation or packing helpless families in some army transportation. This army transportation has stamped abbreviation USA, which means you start annihilation. I seem to read the phrase while I'm in this transportation, that those who think of war need to practice masturbation. I mean what I say, cause I say what I mean. So listen to my voice, yes, we have a choice.
You see, we got to advance. We got to advance. Cause nothing in our lives ever happened by chance. We got to advance. We got to advance. We have got to advance. The grand, incredible Scott.
Every generation after every generation, the American nation is still with starvation, to exploitation, the quick sensation can only lead your mind to destruct the creation. Creation with the mind, destruction with the knife can only lead this planet to its present way of life. As you analyze the words, complete the situation, you find yourself alive with some useful information. Information granted, but your brain